We are saying that the more CPS you do, the less teaching and reteaching replacement behavior you're going to be doing. If you're going to be checking in and checking out, it's going to be about problems, not a kid's behavior. Um, but I think of this, I guess the most important thing for schools is this is as important for the educators as it is for the kid. I was telling somebody that, a parent is as happy as their least happy child, right? But educators take how their kids are doing very much to heart. Educators don't like to see one of their kids struggling. Educators don't like feeling like they're not exactly sure what to do to help a kid who's struggling. That's where this comes in. It's very humane. Educators like to have relationships with their students, right? We're in an era in which we're talking about the importance of relationship building. The problem solving process builds the relationship for you. The problem solving process improves communication. All these things that we want. But what I've heard many people who work in schools that say that they're trauma informed tell me is we've been working on relationships for 2 or 3 years now, and that's good, but we're still not sure what else to do. All right. This is the what else you do, right? So that's what I would say to educators. You know, at the trauma conference on Monday, I put a slide up that had 100 cows on it. And I reminded people that there are 100 cows in every McDonald's hamburger. In that sludge that eventually becomes a hamburger, there's 100 different cows in that one little hamburger. And I said, in some respects, that kind of reminds me of how schools have tried to go about doing things. So I call it the hamburger approach, right? But really, what we would call it, the end result of the hamburger approach is what we would call initiative fatigue. And I was imploring schools to be more selective about what they implement because more is not necessarily better. A lot of the things schools implement with the best of intentions actually contradict each other. But it's this hamburger that we're throwing up against what I view as the elephant in the room, switching animals here. Um, we need to retool our school discipline program. It's not working for the kids who access it the most. We need to rethink how we're teaching people